Alright, hello everyone. So let's take a look at Tuesday. Now I've already posted the hours last night. So you already have them for the 12th of November. Okay, and let's actually plot them in as well and check out also what happened yesterday so we can follow up on it. Okay, so I've posted them up here as you can see in these vertical lines. So remember what we have now. Gold, we don't have a swing day yet. It wasn't a swing day yesterday either. All right, so for gold, I said you could wait for that. Accordingly, I also said, we can follow this down. Why? Because we have a breakout. And I said these are the levels here from 62 to 60. We had 2,623.31 zone there. We had all the zones there from daily and weekly. As you can see, we're all pretty much done that. So I'm going to keep that there because that's the lowest there. And I'm going to get rid of these because we're going to have to look at some new stuff today now. I'm going to refresh this so we get our daily pivot in the right place. Now, because we've come to the targets on the weekly, okay, the two things that can happen. We can bounce up from here if I get to the weekly, or we've got room to come down, as you can see on the price. And it's pretty much, infringed these borders here. And on the monthly, we're just going nicely down, which can take us all the way into this month, 2,500. I see 2,497, 2,480, 513.23 zone. So we've got a bit of room to still come down. Okay, and it's logical actually. As you can see, this is a big bloody impulse wave. Okay, and if it is now coming back, okay, we should at least get back into that 2,400 at least. Look, 2,387. So this could actually be nice for us. Okay. Now, obviously, this is the monthly, and it's gonna, it's looking like it's gonna come back down, which is fine. So two things we can anticipate here before anything happens. This, first of all, this zone here, right? On the daily, we're pretty low. On the weekly also. And on the monthly, this is just too far out. Okay, that's 2,000, what is it, 523. So that's already a bit too far out. It's like $100 down. Okay, but why don't we just put it there, 2,523. Okay, it'll be interesting to see there. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. Now, what to do? Yesterday, I said, guys, we should be going down. If you wanted to do an intraday trade, I did say from here you could push up maybe to sell later on. That didn't happen. So if you did buy here with a tight stop loss, you should only be trading with a tight stop loss. Here you would have gotten stopped out. Okay, but if you did also follow what I said you should do, which is actually we should be going down. Okay, the overall thing is going down, as you can see. I just want to put this 2,554 there as well. 2,554 on the price, because 2,550 was a hot zone before, so maybe we'll get there. So what can you do today? If the market does come up, okay, we can sell off again. Remember, once again, we're not in a swing day, okay? So this could be pushing down and down and down until those swing days. Okay. Also, once the channel that I put here broke out, if you've learned technical analysis from me, you would have already said to yourself, well, we should be coming down at least into 2,625. The target I gave was 23. That was done. Okay, so this is like pretty much logical stuff. Okay, and that's that. Okay, so with gold, again, we want to follow it down. There's room to come down, but if you want to go up in order to come down, that's also doable, just like yesterday, but I'd be careful with it. Like I said, we've got room to come down. I don't like to sell when we're at lows. Okay, so yesterday was the way to go, selling it down. And I did say this is an impulse wave and the retracement can be sold. Okay, and I said it could do an A, B, C, or it's just going to come down. I can get rid of this now. This is now a gap. We should go lower. Okay, we should go lower, probably into that 2,500 again. So the question is, how we're going to do that. So this is a good buying zone. Okay, if the market comes back down here again as well, as you can see here, that's 2,600 zone. 2,605, 7, somewhere around there, which the market has pretty much done, okay? But it can do a little lower, okay? So if we see stop sweeps, okay, stop sweeps, market sweeping and then coming up, you want to go long with it with a tight stop loss, you can, okay? I don't think it's a problem. I think this zone is still okay to go long. It's just not a swing day. Okay, it's not a swing day. So what does that mean? It means, take less risk. Okay, this is the zone. All right, so that was a zone. It was a target. The market bounced up from there last week, came back smashing into it. Now this is target. So if we go back up again, going further down is on the cards. Okay. And like I said, once again, it's not a swing day. So, it could keep pushing down until the swing days. All right, so that's also possible. If it goes up, selling is definitely on the cards. Euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar as well, I did say, guys, if we go up, we can sell off. This is the daily, okay? And the market's been smashing down. And I also did say that the market can come all the way back into there, because remember I said the impulse, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, it should go below that and bring us into a discount zone, possibly on the 37.5 or slightly lower to close the gap here or at the 25. So this zone, it's still acceptable. Okay, now also for the euro dollar, remember swing day was yesterday. Okay, so Monday swing day, and I did say we could probably buy in this zone if it stops in there somewhere at a swing hour. Now let me just get rid of this. We need to understand, obviously, that this has room to go down. Okay, so if you're going to buy against that, you need to be smart. Also, if you take a look at last week's swing days, which I remind you every now and then, but I shouldn't need to remind, you should check. If a swing day comes up on a Friday and then a Monday as well, that could pretty well be a continuation. Now, last week was a Wednesday, all right, so this is Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, right? So Wednesday we had a big bang down, retracement, the same kind of thing with gold. Remember, big flop down, retracement, sell down. The same kind of setup here as well. So this still has room to come down. And if I tighten this up a little bit, you will see that there is room to come down. Okay. On the weekly, like I said, there's room to pull back down as well. If the market goes up again into that weekly PST level 39, which is now a bit too far out at 0741, you can still sell. If it gets up there anytime this week, you can still sell. It'll close the gaps. It'll come up to a PST goodbye kiss. You can sell off. If you want to buy the lows to go up, okay, it's at the right time and price. I'm not against that kind of stuff, but I'm also, not against going, against big trends, because it's a swing day yesterday. Today we might have the opportunity to pull up a little bit, and then tomorrow sell off again into Friday. Okay, that could be this. That could be the case. So going up a little bit to sell off again is doable. So if the market comes up into here where they have a gap sold off, you can still sell off and the market can go up there as well. Here we've got the goodbye kiss at 33.0657. which is done already. Okay, 0657 is there. All right, so this is already done, as you can see. So for us to go up a little further into the high of yesterday, or slightly higher into the weekly PST level, we need to break out of this rectangle zone here. Okay, and that hasn't happened yet. If the market stops, sweeps, and then pulls up at swing hours quickly, you can follow it up. But like I said, you're going against the move, so I would be very cautious with that. And if Monday turns out to be a swing day, which highly likely with the calculations we do, it can. Buying the low after a stop sweep execution is also okay at swing hours. Okay, now we've got a few hours today, but they're all good. So 10:30 my time is good. 12:45, 12:40, 50 zone is good until 1:37. There's a 1:40 there where the market can do a push. Okay, so be mindful of that 1:40. Okay, and at 2:40 is also a good time. That'll take us to 4:20 New York morning session, 4:20 my time, 9:20 New York. Okay, that's also good. If the market finds direction at 4:20, 4:25, okay, that will take us probably towards the closing. Okay, so be mindful of that. That's not a bad level at all. That could pretty much take us all the way into the closing. So the market finding a direction can continue pretty much into that direction. Okay, and 2:40 and 4:20 my time, which is 7:40 a.m. New York, and 9:25, 9:20 a.m. New York. They're also good to look up into trade setups. Let's take a look at SP 500. Now with the SP 500 indices, we're up here. And remember, with the indices, I said Monday is a swing day. Well, we are on Tuesday. That's your Monday. All right. So looking to go down, I don't think is a bad idea at all. Okay. So if we're at the highs, selling may not be a bad idea. Now, this was a swing hour yesterday. As you can see, Monday swing day. We've got a swing hour New York session coming down. It's good. If you want to follow that further down, I think it's doable. You can do that. Yeah. So, yeah, basically that's it. If you want to, there are no gaps here. Maybe there's a little gap here. But if we go back up again, selling is okay. I think selling it at trading hours, previous week's high, previous day high, or even around the daily pivot, or taking stops out and so on, I think is okay to do. So I don't mind selling the indices off. Monday being a swing day, we can pretty much just go with that. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with Dow Jones, Nasdaq, as you know, it's the same thing with all the indices. Monday was a swing day, and I did say when you got a swing day, you can either wait for the closing of the day, or if you have a price level according to your technical analysis that you want to sell off at, you can also do that too. And this is the same kind of setup. Now remember, yesterday I had swing hour for 4 p.m. 4:20, which is actually 3 p.m. here on the platform. Remember, the platform, according to now winter hours, is 1 hour behind me. So that's 3:20, 3:55 is here. Okay. And then 5:45 should be around here. Okay, and that's your 5:45 to 6:20 on the platform. Okay, 7:20 my time, but 6:20 on the platform is here, as you can see. So I don't mind selling this further down. We're at the channel tops, enough is enough kind of thing. But you need to break below this LCL one, 44,227. If you're trading Dow Jones, you need to break below that. Now, I did say this is on the weekly level, so you still have to look out for this one. But if it touches this 44,710, 805, I'm good to sell at trading hours if it does that. Okay, and that's fine. So if any, let's do this. Okay, those are the levels there. If the market goes up, stops, sweeps, or goes into there, I don't mind selling off. Selling at trading hours, the highs, I think, is logical to do. But just keep an eye out for that, because it's a weekly PST level. And you know what the PST levels are like, are pretty accurate. So just make sure you're waiting for those trading hours. What's important today, like I said, are those hours which I mentioned just a minute ago. So you can use those to trade off them. Same kind of thing here, as you can see. What's that? Let me check. That's 3 o'clock, okay, which is fine, exactly on the dot, because yesterday we had 4 o'clock. Okay, we had 4, which is 3 on the platform, 4:20, which is 3:15 on the platform. It's a 15-minute chart. And then we've got 3:55, which is 4:55 my time, 3:55 there, and you can see the market just coming down. And those were the price targets I gave you yesterday. So one price target, second price target, nice and easy. If we go up, you want to sell again, you can. Let me just double check if I had, levels there. Not at the moment. Let's see on the daily if there is any. This zone, so swing day, this is the Monday, so we want to keep pushing down, and if you want to sell, I think it's logical to do so. Okay, that's that. Also, you can see this is turning into possible head and shoulders. Okay, so we've got a shoulder, head, shoulder. If it breaks down, also any pullback is your cue to sell. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin made highs, you know. Now, on Bitcoin, today is a swing day. All right, remember, yesterday we did not have a swing day for this one. Market went all the way up there, which is fine. So Tuesday, we're looking for a swing day. All right, I also mentioned that yesterday. And also on the weekly, I said we've got targets up here. You know, it could go up. Okay, if you wanted to buy, obviously, wow, look at that. That is just right on the PST price line. That is just nice to see. Okay, so what to do? Not much. Okay, not much you can do now. I did say yesterday as well, if you're going to buy it and hold it, wait to at least get down here, because the impulse wave will need to come back in there. Okay, so buying here is not a good idea. In fact, buying all-time highs without a retracement is not a good idea at all, because you often get a sell reaction, and there are a lot of gaps to fill here as well. Okay, so if you're buying and holding, I would wait. If you're going to do a day trade, you can. Okay, wait for your setup. Okay, so you have to wait for your setup to happen. And the way for that to happen is technically, so what you can do is at trading hours, if you want, if you're using your PST, go to the 1 hour chart and sell targets from the high at trading hours into the lows. That's the best way to go. It's a good push up. Standing in front of it logically is just illogical, but because it's a swing day, we're okay to take a risk. Do it with a smaller lot size though, because it is like, you know, big push up. It's a big impulse wave. Okay, this is just for day traders. Like I said, if you're buying and holding Bitcoin, you've got to wait for that retracement to happen. Otherwise, you're going to be ending up buying too expensive.